Hello Leos, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is a fortnightly reading for February the 16th through the 28th. The sun is glowing through the mist in the valley here. It's absolutely stunning. I wish you could see it. And the sun's about to start beaming right down on me, which is really apt for you guys, I would say. So we have the Four of Pentacles has come out, Mercury, Capricorn. Now, just want to say quickly that this is a general reading, and just you are the masters of your own energy. So just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate and you want to find out more, there is an extended reading. The link is in the description box below. We look at the future beyond in that, and we take a look at some other, what else you need to know. So I usually pin it to the comments as well. And if you enjoy this reading, please, I do really appreciate your likes, subscribes and comments. Now, February promises to be a very good month for Leos, and especially if you've got Scorpio, Taurus or Aquarius in your chart as well. This is a month where you can really generate some fabulous ideas, and then they'll go through a bit of a reality check, which is good because you work out which are the good eggs and which are the good ones, and then you can launch from there. So I think it's going to be a very potent month for you, Leo. On February 21st, Mercury retrograde, I always find it hard to say that for some reason, ends, which is good for some of you, depending on where Mercury is in your chart. And on February 27th, we have the full moon in Virgo. So there's lots happening at this moment, lots of ideas generating. Now, these Four of Pentacles basically looks at areas of your life where you have been holding on too tight and not allowing things to flow, where you are going to be getting some very strong messages. This is the energy of getting messages about where you felt restricted, where you felt like there's been either too much responsibility or areas of responsibility of your life where you want to free that up. Might not necessarily be wanting to let go of the responsibility, but perhaps some of the restrictions involved with that. So it's about generating more for you, Leo, as an overall energy. And there's going to be a lot of information coming through around that. I'm going to pull another couple of cards just to see what's supporting that energy. So it is about building a foundation, but you do need to let something go in justice in order to be able to let more in. So that's kind of the energy. And with that Taurus energy around, there may be some resistance to that coming through. So, but sitting right next to Justice card, Libra, Venus and Saturn. And we also have the Empress. Oh my gosh. Okay, Venus. So this is what we were saying, is looking at areas. And so I'm going to start with this, actually, the Empress card, looking at areas that's going to bring more expansion and abundance into your life. So you have Libra, Taurus, Venus and Pisces, and we are moving into Pisces on February the 18th. So it is pretty much, a couple of days of Aquarius, then bang, straight into Pisces season. And this is really bringing in more of what it is that you want into your life, your physical surroundings, the things that you value, things that you can, and it doesn't have to be necessarily physical. It can be something quite esoteric, but there's this expansion of your world. So you have two Libra cards here. So it is about, also about your relationship. This is all intrinsically attracted to how you relate to other people and your relationships with other people, and how you may not have been giving as much of yourself for whatever reason. Maybe you didn't feel safe. Maybe you felt vulnerable. Maybe you were trying to contain your inner being, your inner lioness or lion, your inner shine. Perhaps you didn't feel like you were contributing to a group. Perhaps it's an energy of feeling more valued within relationships and feeling an expansion of that. And that is connected to a lot of creativity coming through as well with that. So this is all gearing you up for something bigger, Leo, for some bringing more, like I said, abundance into your life. And it's a great time. You can't manifest from this space, the Four of Pentacles. You can't be manifesting if you're holding on too tightly and feeling constricted and feeling like you can't be yourself for whatever reason. So it's wanting you to expand out that way from you as a starting point. And so feeling a lot safer around people to express who you truly are. With the Justice card, it's bringing in, we have Venus, Saturn and Libra coming in. It's bringing in, especially to do with relationships, groups of people that you are dealing with as well. So it could be work, friends, whoever that is. It can be hobbies, memberships, and feeling there's a rebalancing happening here where you're feeling again like you're more of a valued member of society, of your group. So the scales are being tipped here. And I feel like it's incredibly powerful. So it does feel like it's very much relational it can be a relationship to money as well, but I do feel like there's a very strong energy coming in relating to others. To bring in success, you need to expand yourself with other people to bring in that more abundance around that. So let's see what else we've got coming through. But it's really positive energy coming through. It's an energy of showing you very clearly how you've been limited and how you've felt restricted and how it's now time and you now have the ability to expand. So the Page of Swords, you're getting more information here. The World, yes, around the completion. The Ace of Pentacles, beautiful new opportunity coming in. Here's the Justice card again. Oh, the Sun card in the recent past. So I think that, a lot has been revealed to you of late. You've been finding out a lot about yourself. There can be some revelations coming through. Oh, the 10 of Cups. Gosh, this is such a good reading, Leo. Wow. Okay. Oh, the Fool. You're presenting as the Fool. The 5 of Cups. The Page of Cups. And the Chariot. Wow. Beautiful energy to come through. And at the end, the base, the 10 of Swords. So it does feel like there's definitely an ending coming in here, which is really important, a really important ending, because this is an ending that kept you, like I said, constricted, confined, not being able to fully express yourself. So now, we've got this Page of Swords and the World card. There's more coming in to you, more information, more knowledge. There's news. This can be good news. This can be wanting to learn new things, wanting to get more skills, because something has ended, something has completed in a good way in your life. And I feel like you've got everything that you needed from that completion. It feels like with the Libra energy coming in as well, there's a huge soul contract that has ended and maybe being renegotiated, and an energy, a contract with someone else, or it can be like a vow or something you've said, a promise. It can be something karmic from a past life where you don't even know why you were still there, but somehow you feel like you've been released from that energy. And it might be that you're still actually in the same place, but that energy of constriction and feeling undervalued is actually passing. It's now you're opening up more. So this Page of Swords energy is really positive. It's also keep your ear on the wind for new opportunities in front of you. So it's opening up to learning new things. It's opening up to changing from a fixed view, a fixed point, a fixed idea about something, opening up to more of that Aquarian energy, not wanting to just be seeing things from one perspective, but looking at multiple perspectives, because that's going to be bringing in more abundance coming through here for you. So there is freedom, there's liberation that's coming through with that, which is wonderful. And, in your conscious mind, crowning you, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Or you're looking for this new beginning. This can be, this is a wonderful opportunity, a huge beginning that is right in front of you. And because you're presenting as the Fool, you're so ready for this, I feel like a lot of you are going to be feeling very ready for this, or this is what you're looking for, a new start, a new beginning, a new opportunity. And the path does open. I feel like it gets revealed to you. The way forward is shown to you. And it's like they're showing me now this image of you throwing off this old and heavy like a jacket or a cloak that you were wearing that was a part of an old identity, and it no longer feels necessary to wear it. Perhaps it kept you warm, perhaps it protected you, perhaps it was safe appearance. It was something how you wanted to be presented as, but it's like it also felt heavy. It felt like a burden. And by letting go of an old identity or the way you might be appearing to the world, because clothes are always about our self-expression and how we appear, then you can walk through this path feeling lighter. So the Ace of Pentacles is also, if it's in your higher mind, it can be you thinking about starting something new that you are the boss of, you are the creator of. You are, like, quite literally, you could be starting up your own business, wanting to work for yourself. This could be, you wanting to be a director, a creative director. It could be just wanting to be, it's you are generating this. So this is you wanting to be master of your own life. And we have at the base the Justice card coming through. And it's a golden opportunity. It's right in front of you. I feel like you see the path opening, and it's a really lovely energy of that. The Justice card, again, has come in twice. So this beautiful Libra energy. It's a total rebalancing that's coming through. And like I said, I just got told the words exchange of contracts. So this could be for some of you buying a new home as well, because we're getting abundance. And abundance, I know it's going to sound airy-fairy, but it can be anything in your life. It's depending on what you're wanting to bring in, and it can be multiple things. It doesn't have to just be one thing. It doesn't have to be more success, more money, more feeling more valued, more connected. It can be buying a new home or buying and selling. It can be a sense that you have now they're kind of saying this exchange of contracts is like perhaps you had like an issue with a group or a person, and it always felt like you might have been in this sort of it always felt like a bit like they were always doing something to you. They were always trying to exclude you, or I don't want to actually even give anything particular, but it just felt like you were almost, it was you versus them, and it always felt like that, and it always felt like for some reason you were on the back foot, or you were the one that slightly, like the victim of an energy, someone else's energy. And this time it's like they have presented to you their terms of the contract energetically, or however it presents. And you see exactly why and how they were. This can relate to a group of people as well. Like it can be a group dynamic where perhaps you weren't feeling safe and you weren't able to express yourself for whatever reason, and suddenly you realize that they actually wanted more from you, and you were actually shutting something off, putting on an exterior. You had that big old cloak which didn't feel approachable to them. So you're seeing with this exchange of contract, you're seeing the reasons why you're not getting what you wanted out of a relationship or relationships. And this is enlightening. This is actually giving you a lot of information, if you can sit with this information and not take it on personally, because you're also giving it back to them as well, showing them why you were shut off, why you didn't feel ready to open up to the group, you didn't feel safe, for whatever reason it was. I mean, that's just an example, but basically it could be related to anything. It's just this exchange with this energy exchange, this information exchange where you're receiving this knowledge as to why you weren't getting something that you really wanted, or getting something, and vice versa. And that's exactly what happens. It clears the air, it clears the attachment to that energy, and therefore you're free from it. So I hope that makes sense, Leo. But yeah, when I give specific examples, don't necessarily take them on. Just if you can apply that to your life and how that might relate, that will help. So we have the sun in the recent past, and I think that came out for your reading last time. It was about time to shine. It was time that something was being revealed to you. You were getting a lot of information, a lot of clarity about something. There was potentially a breakthrough related to this. This is both the world and the sun sitting right next to each other. There's been a breakthrough which has led to a completion of some sort of energy that's around you, a cycle of energy. And there's been an exchange of contracts and we've moved on. Everybody's moved on. And how that's happened is all very different, but your inner child is happy. The sun is shining, as you all know. The sun is your ruler. So the big gun came out. Your big friend came out and said, you know what, Leos, I don't want you hiding in the shadows anymore. Boom, let's reveal something here. So yeah, I think it's been fabulous. And so that's why it leads, all those things leads to this beautiful 10 of Cups. I was going to say 10 of happiness. 10 of Cups, which is just making you feel so happy. I just get the word happiness. So just feeling like, I can finally just share and give more of myself, or just however this is presenting, it's just a joyful energy, a happy energy. I feel happy, I feel free with this card. So it's absolutely beautiful energy, and it frees you to move forward, because suddenly where things didn't seem possible, they now do seem possible. And that's what this energy is doing. It's liberating you. And you're presenting as the Fool card. So you're presenting at this 0 point. You've reached a stage where there's been perhaps a total reset in your life. You've reached a point where you've completed the cycle with a group or an energy, and you're now at the very start again and going, well, where am I? What do I want to do? Do I want to stay with these people? Do I want to go and do something new and different? A lot of you will feel like there will be an energy that they're just, even though things are feeling much better amongst an energy that you were struggling with before, it may be that you've made your peace with it and you're ready to move on and the attachment is not there anymore. And it may be that you're ready to maybe even shed and discard, not in a bad way, some people from your life or some energies from your life, simply because that contract is over. It will just naturally fall away. And so this is you, like the Fool card is the energy of feeling very light, feeling very free, feeling ready to take on the next thing and ready to start the next chapter of your life. And I feel like, interestingly, you may have a very strong idea about what that is with that Ace of Pentacles, but you might not necessarily have all the reassurance or the steps or the planning or how that's going to look in place. But it doesn't matter, because this energy is so free and light. It's like, I'm happy to just take that risk. I'm happy to leap into the unknown. I'm happy to step into the new, because it feels so good. You're just kind of following your heart here. And that's where I'm feeling it. I feel this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity sits squarely in your heart. And we can see, the Fool steps heart first, not with his head, his heart. And that is what's so important to you, Leo. And that's why I would say this is about not just money, but yeah, definitely your heart has somehow been constricted. And so it's interesting in the energy around you, the 5 of Cups. This is the energy of something, of finding the bridge between the past and the future. It's time to let something go. It's time to say goodbye to an energy that involved some emotional sadness, pain, loss, just something that was hard for you emotionally. And it can be, this character just needs to turn around and see that there's 2 cups standing. And in fact, there's not 2 cups. When it turns around, there's 10 and a rainbow of creativity and happiness. So it might be that there's a sense that this may not be you, but there's an energy that is stuck in the past here. And I do feel like the bridge is being revealed to step into the past and the future. So that may not be you. It may be an aspect of you. It's just somebody is there. And it may be that you're realizing, because you're moving so forward, you're moving forward so clearly and brightly and lightly, that the energies and elements and people that are stuck in the past become very clear to you as well. So hopes and fears is Page of Cups. I love the Page of Cups when it comes in. It's very much an energy of wanting a beautiful offer, a happy surprise, someone to come in and go, you know what, I really want to work with you. I like you. I might love you. This could be the energy of you going, I've had this, amazing creative time. Look at the Pisces, the little fish poking up. Surprise! There's a fish in your cup, and we're moved into Pisces season. So I actually feel like this energy is going to be really good for you. It might actually surprise you, some of the things that come your way. So that's actually really good energy. And then we have as the outcome, the Chariot. And this is a real Cancer card. And this is why I think it's interesting, because the Cancer's energy is needs to be safe. It feels safe, and it's about your home. And I do feel like this energy all culminates in the full moon, which is going to be in Virgo, but Cancer rules the moon. The moon rules Cancer as well. And I do feel like, you're almost going to be stuck between two worlds here, the old world and the new world that's coming in for you. And it's like you can don the armor, get ready. You're going to take this on. You're going to choose. You're going to work out how to get to where it is that you want to go, and you're going to find that strength. And it's about, like a lot of this has been about where you haven't felt safe. That's a really strong theme, because when you don't feel safe, you don't want to share from your heart. We've gone through that already. And this Chariot energy knows how to make itself feel safe. And so that's it. You will actually, and you can find that within yourself or work out. I feel like a lot of this energy is giving you very clear direction as to how you feel safe. Maybe you feel safe one-on-one. Maybe you feel safe in a group. Maybe you feel safe getting up and being the one presenting rather than being on a group panel. Like, it can be any reason or how you feel safe, but maybe you'll feel safer on a Zoom chat rather than an actual face-to-face meeting, or vice versa. So whatever it is, it's like, okay, if you know that Zoom chats are better for you, you organise everything through a Zoom chat. You work out that that's how you operate. It's a mode of operating here to take something on where you're feeling very, very safe. And yeah, I feel like, it's actually very important emotionally to feel good about this. And that's what's happening here, is there's a happiness, there's a release of an emotion that has not been good for you. And, also on top of that, we have the Ten of Swords. So major ending, and it could be you've received, like, there's a revelation here. There's something was being revealed about you and how you've been operating in the world and how it hasn't been working for you. And that's why this Ten of Swords has come in, because it's saying that something that may have even been passed down, a belief system that's been passed down to you somehow, has ended. And it may have been something you were holding on to, like a thought that you've been holding on to, or a perception of something or someone that you were holding on to, that has been changed, that has shifted. And that cycle actually damaged you more than anybody else. I mean, I feel like it was, like I said, there's a sense that this is relational. So it also felt like there was some kind of disconnect or conflict, or weren't on the same page with somebody. And it is because you've realised, there's a lovely energy of realising your part that played with that, and how it was just quite literally something that was almost external to you, a belief system. So, and this can be passed down from generations. It can be something you were taught as a child, something you have been taught and taken on through interactions with groups, very much to do with group energy that's coming in here, your place in the group, and feeling really happy with that. So I'm going to pull you... Let's see. Some affirmation cards. I am safe and it's only change. So that's exactly what we were talking about, wasn't it? I cross all bridges. This is what we were talking about there, the bridge. With joy and ease, the old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better all the time. That's just so apt for everything we were talking about there, Leo. And this is... I am beautiful and everybody loves me. And it says, I radiate acceptance and I am deeply loved by others. Love surrounds me and protects me. So they're the kind of affirmations that the energy is saying to say to yourself. And that's where you will shine, where you find that you're feeling beautiful, you're feeling safe, you're feeling loved because of you, because of who you are. So let's pull an animal spirit energy for you, Leo. We have the octopus. Beautiful. So it's a lovely water sign, water energy. And sometimes the water energies can be really, like when we go into the water signs, it can be very, fire and water sometimes doesn't mix. But I actually feel like this is going into the Piscean energy because you've got such momentum and beautiful, fresh ideas and a lightness that's coming from that Aquarian energy. If you can tap into that, I feel like it's going to be a time of great inspiration and creativity for you. It's going to be a lot going on in your head, in your mind, a lot of downloads. You're going to have a lot on. You might have multiple projects, multiple ideas. There's a lot of energy coming through. It's exciting. It's inspiring. And this is stuff that's been held deep, held suppressed for a very long time. These might be creative ideas that have been held down, or ideas about your life that because you felt restricted here with this Four of Pentacles, that it's now time that the octopus can now rise up. These energies, these feelings can now rise up. And this can relate to groups. It can be reaching out to more people, making more connections with people, finding a stronger connection, finding that you actually might start liking some people that you didn't before. So the octopus is, likes to dwell in the deep ocean. And I feel like there's some very deep emotions that are coming up that are bringing you joy and actually, bringing a lot of forward momentum coming into this, Leo, which is beautiful. So you might find yourself very busy or very popular at that moment in time. People wanting you, or just, So, let's see what the fairies, what information do we have for Leo? What intuitive messages do the fairies have for you, Leo? So it feels great, Leo. I love this reading for you. I think it's really, really good. And I feel like this might be something this feeling, this energy, something you might be been wanting for a long time. He of the fiery sword, and it's number 4. And that's like the pivotal thing is this number 4. And 4s are always about building foundations. And he of the fiery sword is about opening yourself up in places and times when you felt vulnerable, opening yourself up. And then through this opening, you find the motivation, you find the will, you find the desire to actually make something happen, to bring something in, to set new goals. So this is really very high vibrational energy coming in. It relates to energy that you've kept in your pelvic, genital, sacral, which is related to your relationships with other people and creativity, and your base chakra, which is around letting go of some fear related to your place in the world and where you belong. So this energy is kind of fully dropping down. It's this lovely high vibrational energy that aligns you and helps open you when you're feeling safe. I don't feel vulnerable with this energy. So you're not going to do it if you're not feeling safe. Absolutely. So that's the number one thing, is to listen to your messages that you're getting, messages from your body, messages from your soul, messages from your peers or the people around you. However you're getting them, listen to that, to how you feel safe, because that feels really important. And we have music. Music as the charm. This is so beautiful. And it's a treble clef for any of you music folks out there, which is the higher octaves. And, sometimes in astrology, we talk about the lower octaves and the higher octaves. And he of the fiery sword is a very high vibrational, higher octave energy. And that energy for Leo relates to shining, relates to being yourself, expressing who you are, feeling open, sharing your heart, just being you, being generous, being playful, being fun. So it's saying this is an opportunity to step into that higher octave energy and to play with that. That's where you're going to feel really, really good. So I hope that makes sense, Leo. It's a really, really positive reading, and I'm going to take it over to the YouTube. I'm going to leave the YouTube reading here and take it over to the Vimeo extended reading now. I want to find out what happens with that, find out more about that Chariot. I want to find out more about this Ace of Pentacles, find out more energy that's around. There's always parallel narratives and what else you need to know. And we'll look at the future beyond. So I think this is going to be a good one. I think there's lots of good stuff here. And the musical note is about, music is about expression as well. You know, it's about your song, your vibration, your frequency that you're working at. So that's also really important to try and keep that high, try and keep that and tune into your own uniqueness and what that is, what that frequency is for you. So thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I do love to hear your comments, and share if you think this will help somebody. And take care, Leos. I'll see you next time. Bye.